Welcome to your Week 12 college football pregame show, and I'm Mr. Mini Hats. Quickly, let's recap last week. It was a bloodbath. I'm not gonna lie, it was a terrible week. What are they? Murphy's laws, what they call it? Everything that can go wrong can go wrong. I just went 0 for last week. Can you believe that? Put 7 plays and went 0 for 7. But it's okay. I mean, you need to see this. This is good for you to see, so that you can see that these kind of things can happen and everything's not all rosy. And it's good for you to see it now that it's free. Now that I'm giving out this stuff for free, and yeah, I'm not charging for it. So you can see how you can get down and how you bounce back and how you overcome weeks like last week. So it's good for you to see this, and it's good when you bounce back from weeks like last week, and that's what being a handicap is all about. So let's, and you know what? The thing about last week is funny. Some of the games were off. They were off by so much. The games were off by so much, some of the games. So I don't know. To just throw the game out like it's an outlier, or was my assessment just that off on the game? I mean, like North Texas, they scored, what was it, 3 points? 3 points at home, or what did they finish? Yeah, 3 points, 14-3. Come on, North Texas. I didn't finish watching all the games. There's a lot going on right now. Okay. I'm still in the NFL contest. I'm like I said, this is my main focus here. But remember, I'm still in the contest. That takes a lot of time. I didn't just donate, and I'm not doing well in the contest. I'm just trying to snag one of these quarters. And then you got basketball coming up. You got to start looking at that. I mean, this is not just something you can just turn on and try to do real quick. You got to look and you got to watch games, and you got to see what happens. And it's a lot of film you got to watch. And I'm so backed up. I got a lot of film I got to watch. So I'm not making any excuses. What I'm just saying is, I don't know how the hell North Texas got 3 points at home. I didn't finish watching that game yet. I don't know what happened. I don't think the quarterback got hurt. Because I looked at the stats and I didn't see 2 quarterbacks. But that's like, okay, I mean, that's a hell of an outlier. This team is the highest scoring team in the country. And how did they get 3 points? Army must have just completely took their eye out of the ball. I know I had the over. And like I said, I've been just backed up with other stuff. So I'm just getting around to doing that. But I want to put this video out because I'm out of the country. It's already it's Tuesday morning coming up over there, or Wednesday. Is it Wednesday morning? It's Wednesday morning coming over there, I believe. Yeah, I'm so many hours ahead. It's Wednesday morning and the lines are moving. I saw it on. So I'm putting this stuff out, man. Nobody's gonna be accusing me of putting out stale lines and. You're giving out stuff that moved already after it moved, and nobody's going to accuse me of that. So let's go ahead and get this out. And then at this point in the season, too, as long as the injuries, I check the injuries. If there's no major injuries, I can just pretty much spot what I like because I have a big enough sample at this point in the season. So let's see what happened last week. What the hell happened last week? My goodness. So we lost with UCLA over 45 is what I gave out was the number. It looked pretty promising. I mean, you can chalk that to bad variance. It was 27. It was 27 points at the half. It was 17-10 UCLA. Okay, and with Iowa being down, you would think that they would have ramped it up second half. And I just thought that they would tie the game up and force overtime like I said, 27 points at the half. We needed under 3 touchdowns, so we couldn't get it. They just went to a halt second half, and we didn't get it. So it's went over first half, but we didn't have the first half. We had a whole game. So you could kind of call it a bad beat. I guess it's a bad beat if you got over 45 and you get 27 in the first half. So we lost that. That started off. That was a Friday loss. We lost with this one, Florida, plus 21.5, and we got that good number. We got the closing line value. DJ Legway, he was questionable, and then as soon as I released the video at plus 21.5, the line went to 23, and it went against me. But then towards game time, it went to 21. I saw some 20.5s, probably some 20s in a couple places. I didn't see any. So we got that closing line value. That was when Legway announced. But like I said, I saw chips of that game, and it wasn't close, man. And they got down early, and Texas just stepped on them, and they didn't let up. And they did not let up. And there was some sparks in the second half, but they were just down too many, and we lost that game. So that game wasn't close. We lost that. We lost with Miami minus 10.5. Like I said, all the plays were strong plays except for this one because I wasn't sure with King, and he started. I said if he started, he can keep the game within the number, and that's exactly what he did, and he won outright. So we lost that too, and that wasn't close because you're laying 10.5 and you lose the game outright. It's not close. This mask always gives me the most trouble. And it puts a lot of work on your temples. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, so we lost that. We just talked about Army, North Texas over 63. It wasn't even close, 14-3. So I don't know what the hell happened in that game. Was it bad weather? It could have been. Like I said, I have to go back and watch the film and kind of see what happened. But like I said, sorry, this thing's really giving me problems. Let me look down for a second, guys. Sorry about that. It really hurts up here when I talk. So we lost with the over on Army, okay, and it wasn't close. And like I have to go back and see what happened. Was it rain or bad weather? How did the hell did they end up with 3 points at home? I got to go figure that out. But I'm not going to hold up this week's lines until I do that. So I'll figure it out later. Duke over 52. This is the only one that was close. This game landed on 49. I gave out over 52. Duke, NC State. It went down to 51.5, so a slight move down towards the under. Game, it was 31-19, I believe. Landed on 49. So it could have got there with another field goal. Another 4 points, but that was the closest game, so we lost that one. Georgia, they just got outplayed and manhandled against Mississippi, and in every aspect of the game. And like Denny Green would say, they're not who we thought they were. And usually you can count on Kirby Smart in these spots. Maybe Trevor Etienne was banged up. I didn't see that game yet. He was banged up and he couldn't give it his all. But usually they show up in spots like that. So I don't see how Georgia can make the playoff now with 3 losses. That was a big loss for them. So good luck on trying to make the playoffs. And Vanderbilt plus 3.5. That line went all the way to 6. And so the Sharks, they were really betting South Carolina. And more power to them. They were correct. And the Magic finally ended. Pavia and the Magic finally ended, and they got dominated in the game. It wasn't even close. And so there you go. That's how you go over. And then the second half plays were like 2 and 4. I mean, it was just a bloodbath. It was like 2 and 11. So that really really hurt the record. It knocked the numbers out of whack to that. Now we're just breaking even. But we got 3 weeks and the bowl games to recover. These next 3 weeks you can get, and with the bowl games and the playoffs, get another 60, 70 sample easy. I want to get a big sample. And that's probably what's hurt me too is, I'm trying not that you're giving out leans. I'm not giving out leans. You actually see sometimes, like a couple weeks back, maybe a couple of games were kind of leans. But I'm not making any excuses. So let's move on to this week. We're breaking even for the season now. So here are your Week 12 college football plays. The first play is East Carolina -14 playing Tulsa. And they're going to beat Tulsa pretty good. And Tulsa's giving up on the season. And anytime you lose to UAB and give up a 59 spot to UAB and you're giving up on the season, East Carolina's going to get 50 points. They get as many points as they want in this game, and they should be able to cover 2 touchdowns easy. East Carolina -14. North Texas over. Playing UTSA over 72.5. This is a strong play. And this is for North Texas to bounce back after that, whatever that was last week, that 3 points. They're going to bounce back. And UTSA, they've been putting up some points. I mean, they've been having some very high, just some video game-like scores over the past month. And so that should continue. Nobody's going to be playing any defense. I mean, there might be 90, 100 points in this game easily. And like I said, just look for North Texas to bounce back. You have the nation's leading offense. I'm not sure if they were the top, but they're right up there. And to get 3 points like that, usually the next week you come out. And the quarterback is good, and the total wouldn't be that high if there were problems with the quarterback. So North Texas over 72.5. And that's a strong play. UCLA +3.5 playing Washington. This is a strong play. Been riding UCLA. Had them 2 weeks ago. No, we had over last week, but we should have the side. But, like I said, they did their job. Scoring, but Iowa didn't score. They beat Iowa outright. They beat Nebraska outright 2 weeks ago, and they're just hot. And I told you I like what Eric Bieniemy is doing down there. And Washington, hey, look, they're just not to be Lanny's kind of points. They're not a good team, Washington. They're a mediocre team, and I'm riding with Eric Bieniemy and UCLA, and they got a spark, and he told him something. Him and Deshaun Foster. I like what they're doing. So this is a strong play, and look for this to get under 3, 2.5 by Saturday. Okay, you mark my word. This will be 2.5 by Saturday. So give me UCLA +3.5. That's a strong play. Colorado -11.5. This is a strong play playing Utah. Open at 10, and it's already moving, and it's moving, and it's moving, and it's moving early in the week. I mean, it's going to move some more. It'll be 12.5, 13.5 by the time this thing kick off. Because Utah, they're going back to Wilson, I guess. They whoever that guy was, he got hurt the last game. I mean, I don't know who they're going to throw out there. They're just... I guess they got to go back to Wilson because the other guy got hurt. The third, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I've been so busy with the NFL, so I haven't watched the games yet. See exactly what happened. There was a big week. There was a new quarter for the Circa and the Westgate for this week. This week 10, and I kind of flopped on them. It was a big week, so I was doing a lot of studying with that. Well, I'm not making excuses, just homework that I got to get to. So Colorado, I mean, they're gonna blow them out by 2 or 3 touchdowns. Come on, man, 11.5. That's a strong play. Cal, they're playing Syracuse. They scored a lot of points last time against Wake Forest, and they're getting something going, and they got a couple of receivers back. Same thing with Syracuse. This opened 55.5, just went up 56.5. It should be plenty of points in this game, and the weather's good, and so Cal over 55.5, 56.5. Hawaii 2.5. They're playing Utah State. This is a strong play, and Hawaii they've got some good. They beat Fresno. They got a good strength of schedule. Hawaii, they're just a better team than Utah State, and they got something to play for. And like I said, they punched Fresno in the mouth a couple of weeks ago. And like I said, this is I used to call this is a Saturn game. This is just a stronger team with a stronger rating, just a better team. Give me Hawaii 2.5. This is a strong play. BYU playing Kansas. This is a strong play. -3. Same thing. They got quarterback issues. I don't know if they're going to go back to Daniels. That second string quarterback, he got hurt, and then I don't know what they're going to do. But you're not going to beat BYU on the road. We missed the 2.5. Sorry about that. It's 3 now, but we should be good. They should win this game by a touchdown. 6-7 points. If that, maybe 10 points. But they should be able to cover this 3. So that's a strong play, BYU. And the last play, are we going in the cookie jar? Oregon -14.5. We missed the 14.5. We're going in the cookie jar? Nah. I see 14.5 -05 right now at Christopher's, and that's a head fake. I'm telling you exactly what that is. That is a head fake, and that's somebody potentially setting up to get that 14 again and nail it hard, or even nail the 14.5 at the 05. They just want the best price because they know that line is too short, and they should go over there and beat Wisconsin pretty good, and at least by 17. Okay, so we got to lay 14.5 -05. It's okay. So it's Oregon -14.5, and that's a strong play. Book it. Oregon, first half will be -8. We're laying that first half, and that's a strong play as well. Book it. So to recap, East Carolina -14. North Texas over 72.5, strong play. UCLA +3.5, strong play. Colorado -11.5, strong play. Cal over 56.5. Hawaii -2.5, strong play. Oregon -14.5, -05, strong play. Oregon -8, first half, strong play. BYU -3, strong play. So let's have a better week. Let's bounce back. 3 weeks to go, plus bowl season and the playoffs. There's your Week 12 college football plays. Good luck, everybody.